Why is there a place where rocks move on their own? Here's a question that bothered scientists for decades. How can giant rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, move across the desert without anyone touching them, and without leaving any sign of how they moved? This isn't fiction. It happens in a real place called Racetrack Playa, inside Death Valley, California, one of the hottest, driest, emptiest places on Earth. And yet, it's home to one of the strangest natural mysteries ever recorded. On this dry, cracked lakebed, large stones leave long trails behind them, as if they slid across the mud, sometimes in straight lines, sometimes in curves, sometimes even making sharp 90-degree turns. For decades, nobody had ever seen them move. Not tourists, not rangers, not scientists, just the tracks left behind. Some rocks moved over 300 meters, silently, mysteriously, with no footprints, no wind patterns, and no obvious force. Locals called them sailing stones. Scientists called them an unsolved geological puzzle. Conspiracy theorists called them proof of something supernatural. But the truth turned out to be stranger than any theory. The first real clue. Death Valley is the hottest place in North America, but it also gets surprisingly cold in winter nights. In 2014, researchers set up cameras and GPS trackers. And for the first time in history, someone finally caught the stones in motion. The answer? A combination so unlikely it took nearly a century to confirm. 1. The lakebed fills with a thin sheet of water. Not enough to create a real lake, just enough to make a shallow film. 2. Overnight freezing forms thin sheets of ice around the rocks, but only a few millimeters thick. 3. Morning sunlight breaks the ice into massive, floating panels, like puzzle pieces drifting on water. 4. A gentle breeze, less than 5 miles per hour, pushes the giant ice sheets, and the ice sheets push the rocks. It's one of the only places on Earth where conditions line up perfectly to make rocks appear to move on their own. No magic, no aliens, just nature performing a trick that looks impossible. But the mystery isn't completely solved. Not all rock movements match the ice theory. Some trails form in seasons with no ice. Some rocks stop abruptly, others turn unexpectedly. Some move when no wind is detected at all. So even today, researchers admit, we understand the mechanism, but not every case. Racetrack Playa remains a place where geology behaves almost like art, slow, silent, and strangely alive. A reminder that the Earth still holds secrets, even in a place made of nothing but rock, dust, and heat.